Guess I can tell you guys a story, that'll be fun. So, a little while ago, I was actually in an Overwatch server, and I won't go too far into detail with it because I don't want to be made fun of for, like, why I was in this server. Sorry I'm not talking too close to the microphone. Hopefully this is better for everyone to hear. But the thing is, I met this, it's kind of a, it's not really a roleplay server, but whatever. This guy would, like, pretend to be Hanzo 24/7, and nobody really brought it up, but everyone was like, that's, you know, private chat, everyone was like, that's a little weird, my dude. But we accepted it, because he was, you know, okay as a person. Like, he didn't really know when to make certain jokes. Oh shit! But this guy, he was nice, whatever. He acted like you know the way 14-year-olds act. If you're 14, don't worry about it. It's not a bad thing. It's just a distinct way that people who are 14 generally act. You can generally tell, but he always swore up and down that he was 20. And so I was fine with talking with him and shit. He'd be really flirty, and it made me a little uncomfortable. He was a good acquaintance, so we'd talk in, like, private and shit. So he started telling me about, like, at first he started talking about how he was a lawyer, and I'm like, that's weird for someone who claims to literally be 20. Even in the UK, where he claims to live, I don't think you can get out of school and finish whatever you're doing. So he was nice and all, but he started, like my suspicion about him started when he was telling me he was 20 and also a lawyer. And also that his lawyer had confessed to breaking, like, Hyrule Kingdom had confessed to breaking, like, 30 laws. And I'm like, my dude, isn't there, like, a rule in lawyering that once your client confesses, you don't have plausible deniability to defend them anymore? Because that's a thing here in the States, at the least. And he says, no, that's not how things work that's not how things work here in England. Aside from that, it was like, you know what, I'll fucking let it slide. Like, I don't know enough about law in your country, even though it seems stupid. I don't know enough about law in your country to call you out on this being bullshit. A little bit of time passes with this guy, and then he's, like, talking about his fiction-kin neighbor, who, like, he talks to this guy about being, oh, what's up? But he talks about this fiction-kin neighbor of his that, like, attacked him over because he was Hanzo and he was allegedly, oh god, allegedly Genji. And I'm like, sounds fake, but okay. And so to him, I'm like, well, be careful out there. So later on, like, cause I'm not a naive person. I'm not overly trusting. I'm just, I know when I know when I smell a rat. It's just that I like to give people the benefit of the doubt in them not being fucking assholes who lie to get what they want. And like I said, this guy was being kind of flirty with me in the beginning, and I was flirting back because I'm sorry, that's how I am. I play flirt with a lot of people. People in Lovak know this. They've had to tell me when I gotta stop because that's literally just how I am. But I had to have, like, I wanted to have a conversation with him about the fact that I wasn't interested. Because at the time, I was dating the person who was no longer my girlfriend. But I was in a relationship, and I wasn't actually interested. So I, you know, cut off all my fucking flirting, and this guy's weird sexual innuendos that he'd always use around me generally stopped, but he was, like, he made a big deal about it, like, oh, I'm sorry, I will not bother you anymore. And I'm like, no, that's not... He messages me later on, and And allegedly, it's the crazy fiction-kin neighbor messaging me. Apparently, or allegedly, the guy broke into my... Nope! Broke into my friend's house, tied him up, had beaten him, and was messaging me over Discord because I was the McCree he talked to. And I mean, that's pretty obviously bullshit, you know? And so I, like, you know, smell a rat. Like, this is fake, but okay. But there's always that little thing inside of you, like that little voice that's like, but what if this wasn't fake? It's like, what if he actually is being kidnapped by his fiction-kin neighbor? What if that's a thing that's actually happening in real times? So I talked to this guy for a while, and a little bit more backstory. This person that is supposedly another friend, this girl who's supposedly May, is basically just this other Hanzo guy in a wig. She supposedly lived in Beijing and was visiting France with her family that week. And that's when I knew something stupid, something bullshittery was gonna happen, because it's like this person that I've never seen type at the same time. Woo! This person that I've never seen talk at the same time and refused to talk in a voice chat at the same time with this guy, was going to be near him. So that already set off red flags of something's gonna happen here. Something that isn't gonna be, you know, kosher. So I contact May and I'm like, okay, this is the thing that's happening right now. You say you have his address because you were gonna go and hang out with him later, right? I talked to May, and she... No. I'm not fighting a giant rock, bitch. I'm like, okay, well here, give me... No. Give me his address. I'll call the police. As a final thing in this conversation we're having. And lo and behold, I get a message from him immediately that says, "Is that you? Are you there?" And I'm like, yeah, that's the shit. So it's like, he was bullshitting me this whole time. He did this, I don't know, because he wants to be more interesting or the center of attention or something. But whatever he did, he pulled this thing that I had to deal with from the hours of 11 o'clock to 1 in the morning of emotional abuse, where he, nope, that's a rock thrower, dude. So anyway, this dude put me through like 2 hours of emotional abuse, and I'm like, I don't know where to go with this. So I basically give him the cold shoulder. So I ended up just blocking him, and like I wasn't gonna block him initially. I was just gonna, you know, leave whatever alone. But he decided the next day to flirt with me. And I couldn't deal with that shit. So I told the mod of the chat, yep, block him, do whatever, I don't fucking care. Just get him out of my sight. Everyone in the chat blocks him. He gets a little bit infamous for being some asshole who pulls this kind of shit, you know? And so he goes away for a while, like a month or so. And so a while later, there's a call-out post made for this guy for being a pedophile. And I'm like, oh, what is this, what is this tomfoolery? It's all a bunch of bullshit, and it's from someone who was in our last chat room. Basically, the call-out post, like most call-out posts on tungle.net, was bullshit and screen caps taken out of context. But he contacted me on a new account that he made so he wouldn't get harassed because of this call-out post. And I'm not wanting to deal with him. Honest fucking God. But I listen to what he says. He still lies to me about shit he says happened. The person who made the call-out post I'm talking to because she was in one of my other servers is bullshit. Everything's just bullshit all around. So I end up fucking staying in contact with this dude. Like, I haven't blocked him again yet. But goddamn. It was a fucking roller coaster of a few months. That probably didn't sound interesting at all, but I didn't know what to talk about. But Jesus, like, it's just the length men will go to try and get attention out of someone they like is unbelievable to me. Like, you made up a story about someone kidnapping you just so I would pay you more attention. Like, if that ain't fucking thirsty, I don't know what is. I'm gonna go have dinner. See you later.